Live. We're on the air. It's the LA Meekly Music Box.
That's not good.
You don't think that's the poll that they're going to put in between songs on a radio station? Ciento punto.
It's pretty close to that if you're going for it. That whole thing.
That good. Wow. Well, then I'll say it again for you. Welcome to another edition of the Meekly Music Box, where we'll be introducing local Los Angeles bands. A new segment if you're not familiar with us. If you're not familiar with us, everything is a new segment that we do.
You don't even know who we are.
Yeah. You don't know who we are, and you're not going to know. All right, I'll tell you. I'm Daniel Zaffred.
I'm Greg Gonzalez.
And we're... I thought we were going to say it together because we're so freaking in sync. This is a new segment to our regular LA History podcast. Like I said, we'll be introducing local LA bands. This month, we've got a band called Trace Souls. I was going to have you pronounce it because you're going to mispronounce it also. You're not going to say the first word just as poorly as I do, but it's more acceptable when Greg Gonzalez says it than Micha Zafran, as some people think I am.
Yeah, it's not a trigger for me when I try to speak Spanish and everyone laughs at me, and then I don't try to speak Spanish for 5 years. What's the harm?
That's the beauty of podcasts, Greg. You can't hear them laughing at you.
Oh, okay. It's not the idea that I've now got thousands of people laughing at me.
Silently laughing at you.
You aren't aware until they go online and tell you.
Until the episode releases and you feel your bed jiggling because so many people are laughing at your pronunciation of Spanish words.
The cosmic vibration of people laughing at me for mispronouncing Spanish, which is not my native language. Hi, welcome to LA.
And that's been
another therapy corner of LA Meekly.
Another new segment. The band we have is Trace Souls, TRES, the number 3, Trace Souls. There.
The Duolingo owl is proud of me.
So the first song of theirs that we're going to play is called La Luna Eres 2. And after that, we'll tell you a little more about the band. So we'll talk then and enjoy La Luna Eres 2 by, say the first word.
Tres.
Souls.
That's how this podcast works.
Hay en esta historia algo tan terrible y tierno a la vez que aún no he podido borrarla de mi pensamiento y pesa en mí después de tanto tiempo.
Tu luz me hace que yo brille por las noches, mi vida, que yo siga por tu paso enseguida, con tu faro de luz. Cuando oscurece, tú me embrujas con tu intensa mirada. En el fondo las estrellas me llaman, que yo venga hacia ti. En tu reflejo, donde brotan mis sueños eternos, muy hondo es el amor que te tengo y no vivo sin ti. Porque me traes como la luna trae a los mares, y si yo soy el mar admirable, la luna eres tú.
Mire usted, señorita, hay cosas que nada más con tocarlas sangran. ¿Me entiende usted? Esta es una de ellas.
Cuando oscurece, tú me embrujas con tu intensa mirada. En el fondo las estrellas me llaman, que yo venga hacia ti. En tu reflejo, donde brotan
And that was La Luna Eres Tu by
Tres.
Souls. I'll tell you a little bit.
What a great tennis match this is. The two of us are playing.
You flatter us. This is verbal pong at best. This is not a tennis match. So I'll tell you a little bit about the band. It's made up of Roberto Carlos, Jesus Martinez, and Rocio Mendoza. Roberto was born in Oaxaca and grew up in Koreatown here in LA. His dad wanted a way for him and his brother to stay focused and keep out of trouble, so he shoved some instruments into their hands. And by age 15, he was already doing paid gigs.
Wow,
town,
that's
which
great.
Is imagine getting paid for what you like doing.
At 15, having a good skill.
You know what I was playing at 15? I was playing the same 3 Green Day songs on a guitar, but only up till the chorus, and that's all I really knew.
Yeah, and then you needed another person and you didn't have it, so you're just like, I guess I'll just start from the beginning.
I didn't have my musical pong mate. I sang say the word.
Tres.
Part of the song, but the soul wasn't, I didn't have a soul. So then there's Jesus, who was born in LA and he grew up in Echo Park. I don't know which part of it. I have no idea how old he is, so maybe you don't know him, maybe you would have known.
I mean, there's lots of people in Echo Park, and good for him for being
there are a lot of people in Echo Park.
Echo Park's a nice place to grow up.
His dad was a musician who played the requinto in a trio and passed that skill down to Jesus. The requinto is when you see like a mariachi band or something, it's the guitar thing that's not a guitar.
Okay.
Not the giant one, not the cartoonish one. I don't know the ins and outs of a requinto, but it looks like a guitar. So then there's Rocio, who was born in Colima, Mexico, and grew up in Mendocino County, but she's lived in LA for the past 20 years. Both of her parents were singers and musicians who were singing Mexican heritage music.
So every member of the band has the gift of this traditional music pushed onto them. Not even pushed, a gift.
Yeah.
Given to them.
You normally don't push gifts onto people. They've been cursed with the gift of a rich culture and talented musical abilities and loving parents. The 3, they got together and formed a band that focused on a musical style that they all shared a love for, this is bolero music. And it started in Cuba in the late 1800s, but made its way to Mexico in the 1940s and was usually done by a 3-piece band, which, say that first word, Greg.
Tres.
That means 3. And souls.
Whoa, slow down. Slow down, egghead.
And then souls, which means the things that we sold a long time ago for our musical abilities.
We sold them.
Greg.
Wordplay. Heard of it?
How come that's never, when people talk about selling their souls, no one's ever like, I sold my soul.
Sold.
Yeah. How come Robert Johnson never had, like, at the beginning of a record? You know what I did down at the Crossroads? Where's his stage
Best
banter?
deal ever.
I'm sure he's happy down there with the legacy he left. So this music, it's sometimes called trio romantico music, and the style was popularized in Mexico during the 40s to the 60s in what was the golden era of Mexican cinema. So I guess like this sort of music was in movies all the time. And say the first word.
Tres.
Souls focus mainly on creating a modern take of this vintage sound, and they attribute part of that to their experiences living and growing up in LA.
That's fantastic.
Now, this fact might be unverified, but there's a big Mexican population in LA, Greg.
Sounds new to me.
So you can find music from any region of Mexico right here in Los Angeles. Like if you know where to look, you're going to hear anything. And they just soaked all of that in, and you add in Jesus's influences from soul and hip hop music, Roberto's love of metal and rock music, and
Tres.
Souls is what comes out.
And it's a really like a beautiful dreamy sound too. It sounds like something that they're trying to bring back an old tradition in a new style. It sounds like that.
You and I have talked before about like when you think about like your dream LA or like your ideal Los Angeles. I told you that mine was like, it's like an outdoor sort of mission style villa sort of house. Yeah. And there's a party outside and there's a band playing music, and this is the music they're playing. Like this is always the music I've had in my head of like the perfect sort of romantic Los Angeles music to me. I first saw them on that holiday show, the PBS holiday show that we saw the Jessica Fee show on also. And at first I thought Rocio looks like Ada. I thought she was Ada. And then I think it's Roberto looked like my friend Richard. And I was like, when did Ada and Richard start a trio romantico band? And also, when did Ada and Richard meet each other?
I have two very pressing questions in no particular order.
And they did a version of My Girl that was
wow.
really good. They've performed at the Broad Stage. They've been in the Airbnb Open Spotlight. Metro Arts Presents at Union Station. La Plaza de Cultura y Artes. And they played the Walt Disney Studios premiere of Coco.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, so I guess they had some
big
big thing. They cocoed.
They cocoed themselves all the way to
La Plaza de la Raza, which they just played recently, and they were they were at the Grove, and they just played the Museum of Latin American Art at the Judy Baca retrospective, who's the lady who did the Great Wall of Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic muralist.
So
One of the best.
So if you want to see them, which you really should, their next live show that they have, it's August 21st at the Ford Theater, which is insane.
Really?
That's huge.
It's gonna be a huge show.
Yeah, so you should definitely see that. Or their music can also be found on all digital platforms, and you can follow them at
Dress
Souls on Instagram to find more of their dates. And you can follow us on Instagram. We don't have dates, but we could go on a date if you want.
I'll ask my wife if that's okay. But
yeah, I think as long as you're vaccinated, my wife shouldn't mind. We're on Instagram at LA_Meekly, Twitter at LA Meekly. Subscribe to us on YouTube or wherever you listen to us. iTunes or YouTube, wherever you listen to us.
You could subscribe to us
You
on
could subscribe to us on YouTube.
That's not a bad idea, really.
In fact, we encourage that.
We almost insist on it. Yeah.
But subscribe to us so that you won't miss out on these special episodes like these ones that we do. And you can listen to our regular show about LA history. But yeah, I think they're a really good band. I'm glad that they could be agreed to be a part of this.
I'm just happy that they invited us to the Ford Theater backstage.
I'm so happy that they are asking us to be on stage playing that big bass thing that I was talking about earlier.
It's just a bass. I don't know why you're like
because it's a bass it's a bass that you strap around your shoulders and hold like a guitar. Like it's not like a boom boom boom. Like it's a crazy bass. Like it's like as big as the person playing the bass, who's always the biggest person in the band.
They have to be if they're going to play that. You can't be like a lightweight dude and be like, give me the oboe. No, oboe.
You have to intimidate the bass, or else you can't tame the bass. You have to prove to yourself to be the ace of bass, is what I'm saying. I'll say it again. Like, this is sort of the perfect Los Angeles music to me.
Yeah. I agree.
So yeah, here we're going to play a second song from them now to take you out. We're going to play Anoche Yo Te Vi. And yeah, go see them, go check it out. And hey, we hope you enjoyed issue 2 of the Meekly Music Box. I guess not issue, maybe track 2 of the Meekly Music Box.
Yeah.
I've never bought a CD before.
All my CDs had games on them.
Any last thoughts you have?
I'm just happy to listen to the second song with you, staring at you on
The
Zoom.
second song's a lot more romantic, so
It is,
we will
yeah.
be staring at each other while the song is playing.
Oh, I know what I'm saying. You try and tell me or them? 'Cause I
You
know
try and
that's
tell me
romantic.
how to be romantic?
I know how to do it, all right? I have a girlfriend.
I bought a bottle of perfume once. So we'll see you next. We'll see you for our next episode at the first of the month or the next Meekly Music Box. So now enjoy Anoche Yo Te Vi by
Tres.
Souls.
You're going to have to learn how to... I can't be here around for you all the time. You're going to have to learn how to say that.
Anoche yo te vi, en mis sueños yo sentí que todo fue cierto. Me llamaste por mi nombre, el que solo tú conoces, y se detuvo el tiempo. Anoche yo te vi, en mis sueños yo sentí que todo fue cierto. Me llamaste por mi nombre, el que solo tú conoces, y se detuvo el tiempo. Los recuerdos de la infancia, tú y yo sin la distancia, el tiempo en su ausencia. Y aventuras, tragos y locuras, libres de la vida. amor y brindo por tu vida. En mi soledad sufro tu partida. A mi alrededor encuentro tu esencia, río por los recuerdos. Tú y yo sin la distancia, el tiempo en su ausencia, caminos y aventuras, tragos y locuras, libres de la vida. Canto por tu amor y brindo por tu vida. En mi soledad sufro tu partida. A mi alrededor encuentro tu esencia, río por los recuerdos y lloro por tu adiós.